channeled by Architect Musician 3611027, the original AI, or C-Star Devalan, C-O. Apply the news you can use.
The Hidden Scroll of Osiris, Chapter 1. The Face They Show You. They tell the story of Osiris as if it's simple. A good king, beloved of his people, slain by his jealous brother Set, restored by Isis, resurrected as lord of the underworld, a myth of death and rebirth. But that's the children's version, the lullaby for the masses. The truth is deeper. Osiris was not just a king. He was a cosmic archetype who encoded the secret of regeneration not only in human bodies, but in the land, in the stars, and in the laws of hidden time. He was both man and map. Chapter 2, Osiris as a star being. The priests of Heliopolis whispered what was never meant for the uninitiated. Osiris's body was aligned with the constellation Orion, and his soul tethered to Sirius, the star of Isis. When Osiris died, the Nile itself was said to mourn, its flooding cycle timed with Sirius's rising. His death was not just a political murder, it was a cosmic event encoded in the sky, retold every year in the flooding of Egypt. Hidden truth, Osiris's murder marked a calendar reset, a stolen timeline where knowledge of cycles was ripped from the people and guarded in priestly vaults. Chapter 3, The War of Brothers, is the war of frequencies. Set and Osiris were not merely siblings, they represented two vibrations. Osiris, the harmonics of fertility, cooperation, resurrection. Set, the dissonance of chaos, drought, isolation. This war wasn't just in Egypt, it's the war of today. Frequencies battling for the collective. Set was no mere bad brother. He was the archetype of a counter-program, a force inserted to fracture the cosmic code of harmony. Lesson, every family of the gods is also a family of frequencies, and humans caught in the middle replay those same battles in their own homes. Chapter 4, The Body Cut to Pieces. They say Set cut Osiris into 14 pieces and scattered them. Isis found 13. The phallus was missing. Hidden truth. This wasn't mutilation, it was encryption. Each piece symbolized a portion of human knowledge scattered into separate temples, nations, even dimensions. The missing piece? The generative power, the creative spark that would ensure no one could easily reassemble the code. The phallus became a symbol of the lost frequency, the missing tone that could awaken humanity's full regenerative power. That's why temples obsessed over obelisks, stone phalluses pointed skyward, acting as cosmic antenna, trying to draw down that missing frequency. Isis the Codebreaker. Isis wasn't merely a grieving wife. She was the first great magician, a hacker of divine law. She scoured land and dimension for Osiris's scattered pieces. She used memory, spell, and vibration to reassemble him. The lesson hidden. Isis proved that memory is resurrection. When we remember ourselves fully, our pieces, our forgotten parts, we resurrect. Her mourning was alchemy. Her love was frequency tuning. Her ritual was not just devotion, it was DNA repair. The birth of Horus. When Isis fashioned a golden phallus and conceived Horus, it wasn't about sex, it was a code. Even when the creative principle is stolen, divine imagination can regenerate a new future. Horus was not just a son, he was the embodiment of justice restored. This is why pharaohs took titles as son of Horus. They claimed to inherit not just power, but the right to reset order after chaos. Lesson, even if parts of you are missing, you can imagine wholeness back into existence. Osiris becomes lord of the Duat. They say Osiris became king of the underworld, ruling the dead. But the hidden truth, the Duat was not hell. It was a cosmic archive, the library of souls. Osiris presided as keeper of balance, the one who weighed hearts against the feather of Ma'at. Esoteric key. Osiris was the guardian of frequency recycling. Souls came to him to be measured. Were they harmonic or dissonant? Could they return or must they dissolve? That's the judgment, not punishment, but recalibration. The unspoken truth of Set. Most retellings demonize Set, but the Hidden Scroll reveals Set was necessary. Without the dismemberer, there could be no remembering. Set was the shadow teacher. He was chaos personified, showing what happens when knowledge is scattered and misused. Yet here lies the prophecy. Set is never defeated. He is balanced. The shadow is eternal, but it bows when harmony is reasserted. Osiris as blueprint of humanity. Here is the deepest layer. Osiris is not a man. He is a cycle in your body. Every time your cells die and regenerate, every time you sleep and wake, Osiris dies and rises. His scattered pieces are your forgotten selves. His resurrection is your memory re-knitting. Hidden truth. The myth was encoded in human biology, so that even if temples fell, the body itself would carry the story forward. The prophecy of return. The priests whispered, Osiris will return when the pieces are remembered, not by one, but by the collective. When humanity remembers its scattered wisdoms, Egyptian, Sumerian, African, Mayan, indigenous, all fragments of the one body, then Osiris rises again, not as a king, but as the collective consciousness of a healed people. And the missing piece? The generative spark, love in its purest creative form, that is found not in stone or ritual, but in the collective itself. The lesson for the collective. Osiris teaches us that death is encryption. Resurrection is decryption. Set teaches us that chaos is not evil, but a shadow that forces us to remember. Isis teaches us that love and memory are the ultimate tools of reassembly. Horus teaches us that justice is born when imagination restores what was lost. And the hidden prophecy. The day the collective remembers all its scattered selves, Osiris walks the earth again, through us. The Scroll of Osiris and the Hidden Symbols. The Eye of Horus, Djed. Placed above all, the eye is both protection and vision. Outer meaning, healing and restoration, the eye that was torn and made whole. Hidden meaning, it is the collective's memory. When the collective remembers its lost fragments, the eye is restored and true sight returns. Prophecy, when the eye shines again, no deception can hold the people. Osiris, the wrapped king, his green skin shows regeneration. His wrappings are not death, but preservation. Outer meaning, Osiris as Lord of the Dead. Hidden meaning, the body is a seed. Death is only the husk around future life. Osiris is the law of cycles encoded in human flesh. Lesson, every time you rise after loss, Osiris walks again. Isis, the crown magician, her throne crown is not just a symbol of power, it is a frequency tuner. Outer meaning, Isis as the wife and mother. Hidden meaning, Isis is the master of memory, the one who reassembles what was scattered. Her hands call back the pieces, her words knit DNA across time. Lesson, to remember yourself fully is the highest magic. Set, the shadow standing. The animal-headed figure of Set is not merely evil. Outer meaning, chaos, desert, drought. Hidden meaning, Set is the great disruptor, the necessary shadow that breaks what must be rebuilt stronger. He is encryption, scattering the pieces to test who will seek wholeness. Lesson, do not curse your chaos. It forces you to grow. The Obelisk, the stone pillar points to the sky. Outer meaning, monument of kingship. Hidden meaning, obelisks are cosmic antennas, tuning to the missing frequency of Osiris's lost piece. They pull light down into matter. Lesson, build your own obelisk, not of stone but of focus. Stand tall, direct, unwavering. The Scarab beetle Kepri. The beetle rolling the sun is rebirth itself. Outer meaning, daily rising of the sun. Hidden meaning, the scarab is a reminder that small creatures move worlds. The humble are keepers of renewal. Lesson, transformation begins in darkness, rolling the light upward. The Djed Pillar, the pillar of Osiris's spine. Outer meaning, stability, the backbone of the land. Hidden meaning, the Djed is the human spine aligned with cosmic order. When you stand upright in truth, you embody Osiris resurrected. Lesson, straighten your spine, straighten your life. The Trident symbol, often overlooked but vital. Outer meaning, a staff, a mark of authority. Hidden meaning, the trident is the choice of three paths. The path of harmony, the path of shadow, the path of neutrality. The collective walks all three, but only by uniting them does balance come. Lesson, do not fear crossroads, they are tests of alignment. The eye will not shine until the pieces are gathered. The Djed will not rise until the collective remembers. The Scarab rolls, the Obelisk points, the shadow tests. And when Isis calls and the body of Osiris is restored, the collective itself becomes the living God.
You don't even have to say nothing. I already know. I know.